All right, hey Steve. So you're up. What have you got for us today? What kind of stuff do you like?
I'm kind of like these other guys. I've got the other scopes. I've got one of those scopes. I have an arcing, which I like. Just big fan of Athlon. I really like Ryder scopes. I've got 4 of those.
Oh yeah.
Recently, bought mostly three is a couple of Discovery scopes. And I like the Discovery. Really nice finds, like red blue. I'm kind of like Chad. I would like to have some of the older vintage copies. So the only thing I have is I have a hollow mouth right around. And it's a limited part. So that's a really good stuff. I haven't really jumped into the vintage items.
Yeah, a friend of mine got one for his. I can't believe if he was two or he just put it on his. He collected a little bit. Yeah, no, it's a 50 rifle, and he's got a Euro, and he bought that one. And he asked him, which one do you like better? He said, well, I like the Euro, but the glass. When we were glass, when the photos on it, as far as the Euro, he prefers to touch it when it's doing competitive shooting to go with the new highlight stuff.
Yep. I like the hollow mouth. The only thing I wish is 3/4 G. I wish it would come out 20 vintage.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with the vintage.
So the big deal with the Malcolms and the Earl is lighting. When you're shooting through that scope, as the day goes on and the light changes, or even clouds come over, it will change a lot for you with that scope. It will change your point of impact.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it just because it's got such a small
market? Small, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that's why you don't see long and small scopes anymore. It's really saying that you can get bigger kids and bigger scopes now. There's something beautiful about that vintage scope. I mean, that vintage rifle for sure.
I stopped using it.
Right on. Okay, let's get on to our next row of guys. Jamie, what do you like to shoot? What have you got most of?
Most recent was the DMT the 1.
Yeah.
7x35. Still learning these precision type scopes for long distance stuff. And one thing I'm noticing, and you guys may or may not agree with me, but it seems to me that as you're cranked all the way up on the power band, that iPod is following anybody else.
Oh yeah, that's true. And sometimes too, when you like do long distance, that's when you need to check your scope. So the scope doesn't track correctly. That's why you end up missing, say, 500 yards. You gotta take 10 shots to hit the target. And also, if you look, today I was playing with my Venom. It's pretty good until you go full max at 25. You start seeing the edges getting dark. I mean, for me, it doesn't make any difference because you're gonna shoot at 150 yards. But somebody that shoots that long distance, it'll make a lot of difference. It's darker, and then the field of view sometimes it gets smaller. And what Jamie's saying is, you put your eye there, and it's hardly. Yeah.
What I'm talking about is it's eye removal.
Right.
All the iPods. How far you got to be away from that from your iPod that full circle of life. And
Yes, sir.
I think if you could back down off of that magnification, that helps a little bit. Of course, the more you got it cranked, the more you're going. I got this scope right here, this Outline Argos. It's a 6x24. I've not even used it yet. I have the Arkin SH4 Gen 2 6x24. But that 7x35 EMP was the best scope I've owned. I was able to shoot a 4-shot group at 1.18 MOA.
Wow.
My goal is to get under 1 MOA. You wouldn't think that'd be so hard, but we'll shoot 1,000 yards. Do it in the kind of wind we were dealing with. Yeah, it can get tough. You got flags out there at the bench at 100, at 300, at 600, at 800, and at 1,000. And I swear, guys, sometimes it feels like they're all blowing at each other. And you also got to understand what shooting from one ridge top down the valley. Like it's probably a 6-foot drop, well at least a 25-foot drop from the benches to the yards. As you're going out, it's climbing back up a little bit. So you shoot from one ridge top to the other. And vortex of the but yeah, most of my groups were slightly under 2 MOA but I did put together that 4-shot group at 1.18.
Hey, something else I found on the higher end scopes, like my 9.3R, with a good scope, with good clarity, it can affect you in a negative way.
How so?
At max power, I see a ton of mirage.
Oh, right, yeah. Right.
But I can't even fully use that VR scope. I have to dial it back just to get rid of the mirage out of the scope.
Yeah.
Mirage was the thing at 1,000.
Oh, yeah. It is. Like Jimmy was saying, another thing is when you use high power magnification, you get dark on the edges. So that's why all these guys have never used full magnification. They use high power range. If you're shooting at 1,000 yards, you want to see where your bullet is hitting because ours is the same way. You start from the bench and 300 yards, it's about 30 feet drop. And then 400, 500, start going up. And if you miss, if you got it in full mag, you might not see where that round is hitting. So that's why we always back up. So, and sometimes they tell you, if everything else fails, shoot in front of the target. And it's what you do. You shoot in front of the target, and if you got dirt, if you got grass, it's not going to help. If you got dirt, you shoot in front of the target, you can guesstimate it. And you go, whoa, I'm too way short. So makes a difference.
Mirage is also a thing when your buddies, your buddy Uber over next to front of the game.
You're pointing at the wrong buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Ain't life grand. But, ain't it great that you can, we're in America and you can do that kind of stuff. You're also in America. Your buddy puts a buddy heater under your bench. It's America. Now, This is what we do, guys, and so, it's off topic of humor, man, and I'm gonna go get ready for church. You gotta have your, catalog.
Oh, hey, finally watching Guns Beer Therapy. Got the old Christmas wish Red Ryder. Drinking away here. Probably took me 100 shots at 10 meters where I'm sitting watching the videos. Got Williams Peep on there. I just stuck it on there with some sticky double tape. Oh, where did we go there? And it's working great. I was going to make it a little more permanent, but it still falls off. I don't have to. Working great. Shoot safe.